What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness.
So guys, channel membership is now live. Link is in the description and the first comment. Do check it out. That would really help support the channel.
So, one of the most anticipated shows of the year, the mighty Dubai Pro, is underway as we speak. And first of all, we have 212. And this was easily one of the most exciting and one of the most unpredictable 212 shows of this year. And that was mainly because of this young, 22 years old bodybuilding phenomenon Nehat Kaya. Easily the best built 22 years old on the planet. And if anybody out there had any kind of doubts about him before this year's Dubai Pro show, well, his presentation from today, that is gonna clear all the doubts. Because we haven't seen this type of density, this kind of muscle mass, and such beautiful aesthetics at such a young age, I'm gonna say since Lee Priest. So Nehat Kaya was absolute perfection in terms of his peak. So in terms of his posing and presentation, he was spot on, and that too from every angle. And just like last year, it seems like this is gonna be a two-man showdown. It's gonna be a rematch between Nehat Kaya and Angel Calderon. So last year, Nehat was able to beat Angel Calderon in the shape and the aesthetics department. Well, this year, he increased the gap even more in terms of the shape and the flow. And on top of all that, he brought all kind of detail, all kind of separation on his physique, top to bottom, front to back. The big question is, did he deliver enough in terms of the muscle maturity to beat this veteran of the game, Angel Calderon? Because that was the main thing that was missing on his physique last year. And that is why he lost this title to Angel Calderon last year. Well, I'm gonna say that is gonna depend on how much inclination the judges show this time towards beauty and the aesthetics over sheer freakiness and muscle mass and crazy kind of conditioning. Because Angel Calderon is also looking very dense. He obviously has very clear size advantage over Nehat Kaya here. And as always, Angel is in a superb condition, that trademark condition that he has always been known for. And let's not forget that Angel just gave Sazan Herati, a men's open guy, a very serious one for his money, just 1 week back at the Emperor Classic Spain. So that just goes to show us how impressive Angel Calderon really is. Now, in my opinion, if we go by the overall package, then it's pretty safe to say that Nehat Kaya has everything. In some areas of the physique, like the hamstrings and the glutes, he appeared even more shredded than Angel. And if the judges again prioritize aesthetics and shape over mass, Nehat is probably gonna make history tonight. And I'm gonna say what an amazing job done by him and his coach Patrick Tour, totally transforming his physique to a whole new level. And as expected, Christian Zagarella, he was also in that top 3. And I just want to point out one thing, that Christian being one of the most aesthetic guy in the 212 Olympia lineup and even placing top 5 in the world last year and still getting beat by a guy like Nehat Kaya, that just goes to show us how crazy impressive this young kid is. And that is why when you look at his front double biceps and the front lat spread next to Nehat Kaya was the one looking more aesthetic, and he had more rounded and 3D look to his entire upper body, especially the arms and the chest, and I'm gonna say the shoulders too, which were all combined, pronouncing his V-taper so much, and he had that crazy X-frame. Now, I wanna mention this guy, Oben Roxman. Apologies if I am pronouncing the name wrong, who obviously isn't in that top 4 here. But the legs on this guy, they make you question whether that's even real or not. One of the craziest physiques that you guys are gonna see today in Dubai Pro Show, across any division. But considering he wasn't in that top 6, as per the first call out, that only means one thing, that is only a good shot. That must be that front double biceps, and possibly the front lat spread. I do wanna say that the camera work for the official stream, that is as terrible as it gets. And it is almost impossible to break down the physiques based on the stream alone. So let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys have winning between Nehat Kaya and Angel Calderon?